So I didn't make this, but I put the pictures in it. This is my photo pass from this vacation. I have Olaf, and me and Tori, and me and Tori on Splash Mountain, and me and Tori on Space Mountain, and me and Tori on Dinosaur. That's a funny story with Dinosaur, and I will tell you guys later. But this is going to Tori, and she's coming over today, and we are going to Tea Leaf with Katarina, and we are going to price everything out for California for next summer because, surprise, I hopefully am going to California next summer for Disneyland, VidCon, and Universal. Fingers crossed. So, funny story about Dinosaur, as you can see, the guys in front of us were actually screaming, like high-pitched little girls screaming the entire ride. And the one next to me, after the ride ended, I went, "Dude, are you good?" And he goes, "Yo, I had my eyes closed the entire time, and I was dying." And actually, right when the ride goes black, and you, like, go around that, like, curve thing, it stopped. The ride stopped, and we, like, all the sounds and everything were there, we just stopped moving. And they go, "Is this supposed to happen?" And we go, "No." And they go, "Oh man, this isn't good." So as my grandma would say, to heck with you, and I put push pins in these posters so they don't come down anymore. I just got back from going out to Tea Leaf. Tori and I went to Applebee's, and I got the 3 cheese chicken penny with extra chicken and a side of mashed potatoes, and they were great. And we went to Barnes & Noble and Best Buy, and I gotta show you guys what I got because it's cool. So I got Disney Karaoke, all 3 versions. They were $7 each. And it has a multitude of songs on them, if you can see them. And then my favorite episode of Anything Anywhere is the House Meets the Mouse episode of Full House, and I got the 6th season for $14 at Barnes & Noble. So it has both episodes, and I'm super excited. I wanted to give you guys kind of a rundown of what Character Palooza is, since I talked about it briefly in the History of Disney character video over here. Now, I get all of my information from Kenny the Pirate. It's a website. Go check it out. So, a few years ago, it would be in the Art of Animation building. Did it again. The Magic of Animation building. And characters come out there, and they would do 2 sets of them. So they would come out for 15 minutes, go in, exchange with the new characters, go back in, and then the first set and the second set again, which was, you know, like the Queen of Hearts, and then they switched with Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and so on and so forth. So then they moved to Streets of America and Echo Lake, and it's now on the side of the main entrance to Hollywood Studios. Let's go to Google now. Just because it's making me subscribe to Kenny the Pirate for $7 a year, and I don't really need to do that. I might do it, but okay. What is Character Palooza? Character Palooza is an unpublished character meet and greet that occurs on any day that Hollywood Studios holds performances of Fantasmic, and it's between the hours of 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. depending upon crowd levels. Anywhere between 5 and 10 random characters will be out for 20-minute sets composed entirely of characters you will see in the final sequence of Fantasmic. This means you might get the chance to see characters you won't see out for meet and greets for the rest of the parks. Now, I found this because Tim and Jen Tracker met Robin Hood the other day, and they showed Character Palooza in their vlog. So it still does exist. So if you're wondering about Robin Hood and all those other fun characters, usually it's like the main ones that I've seen are the evil queen from Snow White, Robin Hood, Tiana, Mulan, Aladdin and Jasmine, stuff like that. Now, this was from WDW Prep School, not my information, and it's just like that. And then Epcot training sessions. Epcot training can basically happen anywhere during any time of the day. It's behind Innoventions, near Journey in Imagination, Fountains of Nations, International Gateway, the World Showcase gates, and American Adventure gates. So the International Gateway is where you come over if you come from like the Boardwalk area, and you come over. There's that little store. It's like right by France. It's in between France and United Kingdom. And then the World Showcase gates are between Canada and the United Kingdom. So this is kind of more of a, you need to be in the right place at the right time. And Disney does these for like the Halloween parties and Christmas parties when the characters are going to be out more. They'll go train to make sure they're all ready to, you know, be interactive and stuff. So Epcot training is a lot more random than Character Palooza, since Character Palooza will only have characters from the final boat of Fantasmic. And if anyone has met Steamboat Willie from that Character Palooza, you let me know, because I feel like that's impossible. But yeah, so if you guys have met random characters over the place, that's where they would be. And I feel like they did character training sometimes in Toontown as well, back in the Magic Kingdom, because when we went there like 2008 or 2009 or so, I met like Gideon from Pinocchio and Bear and Marie and a few others, and that was at the end of the Toontown Hall of Fame. So that was where you met the princesses and, well, it used to be villains back way in the day. There was 3 lines, and it was like Mickey, Minnie, or like Minnie, Goofy, Donald, and then like 3 villains, and then the princesses. Or it could be the Winnie the Pooh characters and princesses and stuff, and there were 3 separate lines, and then it changed, so then there was only 2, because I think they had multiple rooms of the characters. So then it split into the princesses and the fairies, and then they tore that down and made a bunch of other stuff. So that's how that's going on. I feel like I'm rambling, so if anything doesn't sound clear to you, leave me a comment and I will hopefully elaborate on it a little more. Hopefully that made sense, because I feel like that didn't, but I should definitely be able to make it work when I edit it. So about this housing crisis that's been going on. So there is an arrival date Facebook page for all the different arrival dates, and in the 8/8 page we made a poll. Well, I made a poll that was like, how many people are you guys wanting to room with? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. And then some person an hour later upstaged me and made a, what was your top choice for housing? This. And granted, it was a little bit easier and more well put together and more helpful. There is only one girl group that are us that have voted that they want an 8-person, in Chatham. And none in the Commons, no 8-person at all. Everyone wants a 6-person, 3-bedroom, 6-person in either Commons, Chatham, or Patterson. And that is like music to my ears, because that means that we have a good chance of getting all together in an 8-person apartment. Now, we might not, because there might not be any available, but I'm assuming that with every arrival date they have to fill a certain amount of rooms, like a certain, so many 6-persons, so many 8-persons, so many 4-persons, and so on and such. And they're, you know, between summer alumni, I don't know if they leave the week before we get there or if they leave the week after we get there, but even with Spring Advantage and stuff, they've got to be leaving soon, and there's got to be some 8s open, you know? I know some of the Fall Advantage are in 8s, only a few of them, so I'm assuming that all the 8s are not taken up. Fingers crossed for that one. So have any of you guys heard of the mobile app called Magic Kingdoms, and have you played it? Because it was really addicting. And so my birthday is June 14th, and on June 16th I got done with work and I got in my car and I pull it up because I wait for the air conditioning to run in my car and I collect all my points and then I go on my way home, and it reset to the beginning. This was June 16th. It is now July 26th and I still have not gotten my save file back. Now, I've been back and forth with Gameloft, about 50 email messages, and they were like, thank you for your latest message. Please disconnect your Wi-Fi and reconnect. And I'm like, okay, but it doesn't work. So I finally said, listen, Abraham, because this is the default person I get, whatever, please forward me to a different department because this is doing absolutely nothing. And he did, and I think they talked with the developers and such, and talked with the developers, I don't know. So they said, we suggest connecting to your Google Play account, and then we will try to send you the save file through there, because it comes up as once you hit connect, it says keep your current version or go to the save file, and the save file was showing level 1, like just starting out, and that wasn't right because I was day like 86, level 36, 474 gems, because I was just saving them all up from the contests and everything, because I would always win first place from like Strike and Gold and everything, because I had all the stupid attractions and I would go on 7 million times in an hour. And then I just got an email back that says, thank you for your latest message. We will provide more information when we know what to do. And I was like, come on. Like, I bought some of the characters in there, and I bought all the premium characters, and I had Merryweather and everything, and I just didn't get Boo because I didn't have enough gems, and I was already way past the Monsters Inc. Sync 1. I didn't get to participate in the Incredibles event at all, and it's been frustrating, and I could have started over, but I was already on level 36, and I was already to the end of the update and I was just welcoming Mother Gothel, and if you guys have played it, you know how far that is, being almost 90 days into the game, that I would have to start over, and I probably would have only been on the end of Toy Story right now, because this is only a month. I probably would have only been on the end of Toy Story, and I would have been losing my mind. Also, the final count for my pins is 1,052. That is a lot. And like I said in my pin videos, I recommend getting binders from Office Max. I can't really find 3-inch binders at Target or Walmart anymore. I know Target does have some at the beginning of the school supplies season, but your best bet is just to go to Office Max and get the heavy duty ones. If you do not get the heavy duty ones, they will not be as good. And the pin pages from Disney. Sorry, this is shaking so much. So yeah, get the pin pages from Disney and the binders from Office Max, and you should be golden.